welcome to this video. So today we're going to go through knees to elbow exercise. So this is going to replace traditional core movement exercises where when athletes are training, they're actually using their spine as a moving system when they do like abdominal curl-ups or dying bugs, or there's a series of exercise movements where the athlete's unaware that they're actually using their spine as a moving system. Here we're going to start to change the way the athlete moves by using this column system, this column-delivered resistance, to train the athlete how to start to use their spine as a controlling system where it doesn't move. And that's going to make the abdominal system move to another level. So when we do traditional exercises, people's backs are either flexing or extending every time they do arm and leg work. Here we're going to start to teach the athlete how to make it a controlling system. So by doing this vertical column system where the feet are hooked in and the hands will be on the handles, we can start to build this new map for the athlete and start to teach him how to get stability in the trunk where the abdominal strength and the back strength are equal, so there is no movement in the spine while we're doing these arm and leg movements. So we're going to just take this handle. So the resistance is on the pins here, so as the handles come towards the feet, the tension is getting greater and greater. So somebody who's got a weak abdominal system, the back's going to probably end up hyperextending, and so when we do this, you're really not activating the abdominals effectively, you're actually making the back do the work. So anytime you feel pinching in the back when you move, it means your spine's actually moving out of its anatomical position, which is the strongest position for the spine to be in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just bring the hands down first, so we would just start to get the athlete feeling what it feels like to get the abdominals activated without movement. So no movement here is an isometric contraction. And then we'll bring the hands back up and over the head. So this starts to have the athlete feel what they need to feel when they're doing the movement. We'll do the same thing. Okay, so that's going to get the arms moving around a fixed spine. Okay, and then we'll bring the arms back up. Now we're just going to pull the knees up to the elbows. So this is going to work all the leg flexors, hip flexors, hamstrings, dorsiflexors. So we'll pull the toes up. And we're going to hold for 5 seconds. So here we're going to activate the extremities, so they're doing all the movement, spine's doing all the controlling, and the arms will do all the other part of the movement, and then we'll come back down. So we'll hold these for 5 or 10 seconds. So this is going to start to identify what their true abdominal strength is. We'll do it again. So if this was a little overweighted, so for athletes that have poor abdominal control, because their back's actually doing all the work, they're going to feel a little back hyperextension, so we can just change the tension on here and go to something lighter until the athlete starts to understand how to get this abdominal system activating isometrically. We'll do another pull here. So what we find typically when we test athletes are they're weak in these leg flexors, hip flexors, especially medial hamstrings, and their back is stiff or sore because they move it all the time. We're trying to teach them how to keep it stable. And so this is a great way to do that. And with the Kaehler Core system, we're vertically loading through the spine, so it gives the athlete a little bit more feedback so that they can actually feel experientially. Come back up, which you're not going to learn by just doing traditional ab curls and things on physio balls and those kinds of things. And then we'll come back out. So some athletes, we need to start with 1 foot out. So that's another exercise we'll video for another session. But this is really a base way to start to build this Kaehler Core strength. This is a level 1 movement on the ground. Really eliminates the ability for the back to move while we're doing the arm and leg work.